In the beginning, there was a free press. Well, not really, but it sounded good. By the end of the millennium, 5 men controlled the world's media, and the people rejoiced because their TVs told them to. Yet there was one man who operated outside their control. He and his motley crew were known as the People's Democratic Republic of Television. Their mission? To bring the people the awful truth. Tonight, from somewhere inside the PDR TV, please welcome Michael Moore.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, please. Please. Has anybody here ever had a problem with a bill collector? I mean, like, right? You, sir? Have you been, like, harassed by a bill collector? Can you stand up, sir, and tell us your story in 25 words or less?
Do I have to?
Yes. And I'll tell. What did a bill collector do to you?
What did they do to me?
Yeah.
They wanted to garnish my wages and contact my work, and they did contact my work.
Really?
Yeah.
And what had you done wrong?
I didn't pay my bill.
Stand up. Yeah. You have to pay your bills, right?
I realized, come on, it was a student loan.
Oh, is this a student loan?
Yes, and those of us who didn't go to college are happy to pay for you deadbeat English majors.
Is there anyone here with a legitimate complaint?
For over a year, we got a bill for $0.00. And they kept sending us this bill. I wrote them a check for $0.00. We still got bills and threats.
Wow. Okay, wait a minute. In the middle here. And what happened to you?
The electric company in Michigan billed me for services while I lived in Illinois. And because I refused to pay it because I didn't live there, they put it on my credit report and I got denied a loan.
Isn't this incredible how this happened? Wouldn't it be nice if there was a bill collector on our side? Huh? You know? I mean, what other show would even think about doing that? So, I decided to hire our own Awful Truth bill collector. His name is Sal Piro. He's a dock worker from Jersey. And starting tonight, he's going to collect bills for the people. For years, United Parcel Service, the largest package delivery company in the world, had thousands of so-called part-time employees working 40, 50 hours a week for something like half the wages. So, in 1997, the workers went on strike and won, forcing UPS to sign an agreement that would turn 2,000 part-time jobs into full-time jobs each year for the next 5 years. Wow, 10,000 full-time jobs. It was a great victory for labor. Things were really looking up.
It's been 1 year since Teamsters workers walked off the line.
Well, not exactly. UPS was using a loophole to wiggle out of the agreement. Their profits were at an all-time high, but they were using some funny math to say their, quote, volume was down.
Promises made 1 year ago.
Earlier this year, the company informed the union that they had decided not to honor that agreement. And the reason they used was they say that the volume is down 4%. But we don't see it in what we're doing. If they take some of this work, they can create more jobs. It's there.
How can a company be making record profits and shipping less volume? Easy. Redefine what volume is. All this sneaky new math was giving me a headache. It was time to call in Sal Piro, the Awful Truth bill collector.
When the going gets tough and some little guy needs to squeeze what's owed him out of some corporate fat cat, That's when they come to me, and I do what needs to be done. So all you corporate executives out there, just remember one thing. If I'm looking for you, I'm gonna find you. UPS can't afford to honor their contract? Give me a break. I mean, when you look at all these boxes and these trucks, truck after truck after truck, somebody here is lying through their teeth, and I don't think it was the workers.
I came out here to a rally on July 31st, the end of the first year of the contract. But what did the company do? Because I chose to come out here on that day off, they chose to fire me.
First they weasel out of the contract, and then they fire Randy Brown for demonstrating about it? UPS is turning out to be a real nasty piece of business.
Well,
You have a family?
you better believe it.
I'm going to try and get you a job back. I'm trying to help you get your job back.
Who do I talk to?
Well, Jim Kelly's the CEO, and he's right over here in North Atlanta, over here in Roswell, at the corporate headquarters. That's our CEO.
Well, I'm going to go to him. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to see if I can get you a job.
Well, I appreciate it.
And I'm going to see if I can get you full-time pay. I'm going to try. We'll talk to this Mr. Jim Kelly. Nothing pisses me off more than a liar. So I headed over to Big Shot Central, UPS corporate headquarters. Would you get a load of this place? There's enough European marble here to choke a horse.
I'd like to see Mr. Jim Kelly, please, if it's possible.
Who are you with?
Who am I with?
Yes.
If you ask around, they know me. Sal Pirro, they know who it is.
Sal Pirro.
How you doing? Good morning. My name is Sal Pirro. How you doing?
Good. Okay, Sal, why don't we go over to the office over here? Let me get a hold of,
This guy talks to that guy gets this guy. Pretty soon everybody's getting each other, like a bunch of little monkeys in a zoo.
For UPS.
Oh, how's, Jim Kelly's not around?
No, he's not. He's Mondays are terrible.
A terrible time to grab him, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we don't do
Well,
that
I want
without
to ask
an
you
appointment.
something. What about the 2,000 jobs that they, had promised these people, which they haven't here, that they were supposed to deliver?
Right. You get the language there?
I got the language.
Okay. The 2,000 jobs are contingent upon the volume being there. Excuse me.
Sit down, relax. Yes, have a seat. Sit down, relax.
At least he saved me the trouble of having to choke him myself.
If you say you're losing money, you're losing money in the company.
We're not.
From what I
We're
understand,
very profitable.
You're making money.
Yes.
You say one thing and you do another thing.
Well, I don't understand that comment.
I don't
understand that either.
Well, what I mean is you guaranteed these people, 2,000 people, jobs.
No, we did not. We guaranteed the jobs if volume was at a higher level than it was before the strike.
UPS is making record profits, and he's trying to tell me that volume is down? Who's he kidding?
And these people that are working part-time, not getting paid full-time. Meanwhile, they're putting 40 hours a week in.
Very few, but yes.
But I'm saying you can't give at least 1,000 their jobs back?
Not until we get our volume back.
Can we give this guy his job back?
We're not going to talk about specific cases, and we're not giving anybody's job back.
He was demonstrated. That's why he lost his job. So you know what they say? I'll tell you exactly what they say. Oh, him, that little prick? Get rid of him. Come on, you know it better than me. Let's talk. Let's talk as men. Let's talk as men. But I'm saying that's how it is. Get rid of him. No, but I'm saying get rid of him.
Quality of this.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. Get rid of the guy.
The lowest I've ever been in.
No, what I'm trying to explain to you is you understand.
Unbelievable.
I mean, all you guys are making the big money. Fine. Nobody's not denying you the fact of making the big money. But feed the little people too once in a while.
Oh, Sal, come on. I think we're done here, Ken.
No, I'm saying, what am I talking about?
We're talking about creating new jobs when our business returns. We're not talking about anybody out of jobs.
Do I got your word that you're going to create new jobs?
It's right here in that contract. When our business
And you're going to deny it?
No. You guys can head on out.
Well, nice talking to you.
Great talking to you,
I'll be back again.
I doubt it.
I don't. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I'll be back again. I guarantee you that. And do me one more favor. Would you make me speak to Jim Kelly when he gets...
Get out of here, please.
I would talk a little nicer. If there's no respect, I teach respect. I'm going to be back for that little prick. He lucked to my face. He actually to my face. Norman, I'll see you again. Norman, I'll show you what respect is. I'll be back. I'll be back.
You know, sometimes you get more bees with a little honey than you can get with a baseball bat. Well, I figure maybe a little friendly note to Norman Black might be just the thing to get Randy and the other workers what they deserve. And what do you know? 2 days later, my phone started ringing.
Oh, yes. I wanted to let you know that I got my job back. I got back to work Tuesday.
The day after I was down there?
Got all my back pay and benefits. Well, I certainly appreciate it, Sal. I can't thank you enough.
Okay, Randy. You take care of your family, Randy. Goodbye and good luck. You know, maybe Norman Black wasn't just a stinking little corporate weasel with a heart like a lump of coal. After all, he did give Randy Brown his job back. So that's one down and 1,999 jobs to go. Hey, Norman Black, if you're watching, we'll be talking again real soon. You can count on that. Hey, you out there watching this. Why don't you send Norman Black and his boss Jim Kelly a letter and tell him what you really think of UPS. And hey, call collect.
Now, Sal, would you be willing to do this again for us if we need any help?
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
All right, thanks again, Sal, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We were down in Washington, D.C. on the first day of the impeachment hearings, and we ran into somebody that we thought should have been called as a witness, but as you know, the Republicans only wanted to call Ken Starr. We found a much better witness that should have been testifying in front of Congress, and so we bring him to you, the American and British public, tonight on The Awful Truth.
Ken Starr claims to be an independent counsel. He's not independent, and I know about independence because I wrote the Declaration of Friggin' Independence. Hey, Ken Starr, you want a piece of me? I'm Thomas Jefferson. Hey, you want to mess with Tommy Jefferson? I fooled around on the side. You want to bring down our government? Huh? You want to go back in time and bring me down? You don't mess with me. We're going to go colonial on your ass.
The best way to judge if somebody is telling you the truth is not just rely on the moment under the spotlight or the heat of the moment.
If you're going after William Jefferson Clinton, why don't you impeach Tom Jefferson, huh? What do you say? Don't you think? I mean, everybody's human. We all make mistakes. I had an affair, big friggin' deal. It shouldn't be part of national politics. Is it okay if I take the podium for 5 minutes?
Now, this is good theater over here, but the question is Ken Starr unfair? Is he a partisan hack? Is it theater, or is it based on history?
No, it's all about sex, isn't it? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Hemmings. That's what I told them back then. Everybody lies about sex. Big deal. Big deal.
Thank you. Now, during the better part of 1998 and 99, of course, the country was distracted with Monica Gate and the impeachment and everything, but I guess most importantly, Clinton was distracted, right?
And I know most of you are thinking, yeah, he's distracted by sex, but I think there's something else here.
There seems to be something that is in common with all of the women that Clinton seems to be attracted to, all right? Whether it's Jennifer Flowers or Paula Jones or Monica Lewinsky, what's the one thing they all have in common? Big hair, all right? And if it takes big hair to get his attention back on the problems of the country, then I say let's put big hair on him. We're worried that Social Security is going to go down the toilet, that our old people aren't going to be taken care of. Put big hair on the old people. You know, he'll pay some attention to them. Our schools are crumbling. Make all the little kids wear big high hair. Beehives, bouffants, you know? We'll get Clinton's attention on it. You know, a lot has happened in the last year or two while he's been distracted with this whole impeachment thing. And one of those things is the fact that both India and Pakistan have developed the atomic bomb. It used to be 5 countries, then it was 7 countries, and now it's like 9 or 10 countries have the bomb. And seeing how if India and Pakistan want to be part of the nuclear club, I know a lot about that, having lived through the Cold War. Maybe I could go there and help them become, you know, really good members of our atomic society, all right? So that's what I decided to do. Check this out. After years of being promised the possibility of all-out nuclear holocaust, one day in 1990, the Soviet Union just folded its tent and went home. No more Cold War, no more communist infiltrators, and of course, no more duck and cover.
There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and Bert the turtle was very alert.
When I was a kid, we were taught that if you just hit the deck and covered your head, you could actually survive an atomic explosion. But now the duck and cover had become obsolete.
Sure, there were still 22,000 Russian nukes hanging around, but Russia was pretty stable, right?
But last year, a whole new Cold War and arms race began between India and Pakistan.
Pakistan today successfully conducted 5 nuclear tests.
2 of the poorest countries on Earth found the money to explode atomic bombs of their own. They've been enemies for years, and now they've decided to go nuclear.
To protect our nation and to protect our beliefs, he said, we have had to brandish the sword, and we will not lower it until we have conquered our enemies.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
First of all, one sees a very, very bright light.
It's deadly. 4, it's 3.
Like a woman. It's a wonderful sight to behold.
Fire.
I decided to visit the Indian and Pakistani ambassadors to make sure they were properly prepared for nuclear war. What are you going to do, let's say, if India builds 50 bombs?
We would not want to match India, but we would want to have what you call adequate capability to respond to India in case India were to attack Pakistan.
There you go. They may not be obliterated,
yeah,
but they're going to lose a few million people.
Absolutely.
We want just enough so that we are taken as a serious military power, a country which can't just be pushed around.
Oh, so far so good. Massive retaliation, being taken seriously. They had clearly studied our military history. But what about the civilians? In school, we had all these drills, you know, duck and cover and where to hide out. We were all trained to do that.
It would be very useful if we were to have a look at that
Oh,
sometime.
okay. All right, good. Well, we have it right over here in the TV.
When danger threatened him, he never got hurt.
See, watch this. Watch. The bomb's going to go. Boom.
And cover.
Duck and cover.
Duck and cover. So it doesn't hurt to know duck and cover.
No, that's true.
These were, you know, some of the things that were in the fallout shelter, just in case there was.
I see. It's a kind of a survival kit.
A survival kit, exactly, exactly.
Good.
You know, the gas mask was a very important device.
Yeah.
See, this goes over your head and cuts the radiation particles through here. Do you feel that Pakistan is? Do you have fallout shelters yet?
No, I'm afraid not, because it's a very expensive proposition.
Right.
Just imagine if you want to build a nuclear, what you call a hideout or
fallout
shelter.
Yeah.
We don't have the capacity to pay for these kind of things.
Do you have like evacuation procedures? Have you prepared for any? You haven't prepared for any of this stuff yet. If a bomb does strike Bombay or Calcutta,
I don't think it is cost effective at this point of time.
It probably cost so much to develop the bomb, there was no money left over for anything else. It's tough for a country like India, which spends 2/3 more on the military than on health and education, or Pakistan, where it's more than double.
Hey, just like us.
It was time for some good old-fashioned American foreign aid. I gathered a group of Indians and Pakistanis to be my Cold War missionaries. They certainly had the required national hatred.
America can become number one. Maybe we are the next number one.
So if Pakistan becomes number one, India would be first number one.
No. Hang on one second. Whoa, hang on. But they were a little unprepared for a real Cold War. Before you can become full members in the Atomic Club, you need to learn certain things about atomic weapons and how to live with them so that you can take this information back to the citizens of your countries. First, I taught them how to duck and cover.
Duck
and cover. Look, there's a nuclear bomb. It just went off. Duck and cover. Then I mastered gas masks and body bags. Another thing that can help protect you against radiation is sunscreen. And I think they really started to feel better about nuclear war. Time for an intermediate lesson, searching out spies, subversives, and the enemy within. After all, you can't have a proper Cold War without rampant paranoia and fear.
Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
Are you now, or have you ever been a Pakistani? No. A few advanced students even learned about the fallout shelter.
Crowd in here a little bit. Nice to meet you, sir. Welcome to my fallout shelter. This is where you might have to spend 2 weeks of your life living in the event of a nuclear attack. What you should have for your shelter is poured concrete. Most important is our John over here, all right, a chemical toilet.
You just have to sit down on here like this?
We're also going to have a good supply of tranquilizers. You may have children or a family member in here who didn't get in the shelter fast enough and got a dose of radiation, and in 2 or 3 days, they start to bleed. They might start to bleed rectally. They may start, their gums and their teeth will fall out, and we may have to put them out of their misery.
Sure. Is cannibalism allowed in a shelter?
In the 1800s, when they were snowbound out in the Rockies, bodies are a protein source.
Is it just a question of survival?
There may be people alive outside. We have food, we have water. Those people want what we have. The name of the game here is to survive. Your cousins come knocking on that door and they're trying to get in here, you're going to have to kill them.
Because then everybody else's life is a jeopardy.
That's right.
Okay, you kill him.
Best thing to do is have a fire on. That way you don't have to get that close to them.
Cost of killing your cousin is a lot of moral cost. But we do not follow that rule because at this point, the cousin is already dead.
Already dead. My people were definitely ready to return home and share what they'd learned. All I needed was official permission. Would you take our help for just your own defense and protection of your people?
Well, if you were to give it to us, and we don't have to pay for it, we'd welcome it.
Whatever information or systems are available is most welcome.
Thank you for allowing me to send people over there to instruct the people of Pakistan.
Most welcome, and we'll give you a visa. You require a visa, of course.
You need a visa. Okay. How much does that cost?
Oh, well, this is a good cause. We may not charge you for it.
Oh, no charges. Okay. All right. Because I like free stuff. You know, I'd love to reach out to the Indian people and provide them with these resources.
That's a very handsome offer.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I just met with the Indian ambassador, and I'm feeling pretty good about his understanding of the importance of duck and cover and of having a really cool arms race with Pakistan. I'm proud of them, and I'm sure they're going to do really well.
Dum-dum, there was a turtle by the name of Bert. And Bert the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and covered, ducked and covered. He did what we all must learn to do. And you, ducked and covered.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been great here tonight. I'd like to call this meeting of the PDR-TV Politburo to a close. All new business is tabled until next week. Thank you for joining us here on The Awful Truth. Thank you.
Michael, listen to me very carefully. I don't want to make myself clear to you. If I don't get my $50, there's going to be a big problem.
You're never getting your $50.
I want the $50, you understand?
Hey, fuck you, Sal.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you.